This property has been vacant since last summer, and many are calling it an eyesore for the community. If we take a walk around the corner, you can see this 4.6-acre lot is only attracting the wrong type of business. But as soon as this summer, these boarded up doors and abandoned homes will be transformed into student housing, retail businesses, and restaurants. This farm lost 100 trees last year due to the drought, but within a few months and several inches of rain, farmers say they're already seeing signs of recovery. Officials say to always keep an eye out for deer, especially in the wintertime when it gets darker earlier. Last year in January, a neighbor found this sinkhole at 4 feet deep. She notified the HOA board and they did nothing. Now the city has come out today to fix it when it's 8 feet deep. Workers tell me they'll be camping out early tomorrow morning right here at the nursing home, hoping their voices will be heard and their checks delivered. This garage on the 2000 block of Rockwood suffered major damage after it was intentionally set on fire.
And there was flames coming up out of the back of the garage, and all the fire trucks and ambulances and that were pulling up out front, and the police were arresting a gentleman, handcuffing him and everything.
A neighbor heard sirens around 6:40 this morning, only to come out and find a man taken into custody, which police say is a relative of the family that lives here.
The son supposedly said he set the garage on fire and left. Dad went out, said he kicked the door open and found some fire in the garage.
Rick Kilpatrick says he's familiar with most of his neighbors, but had never seen the family's son before this morning.
I know there's a couple families that live there with small children, but I'd never seen the guy that got arrested. He's new. I hadn't seen him before.
Fire officials say a room on the back side of the garage was totally destroyed, the same room where the son had been staying the last few days. Investigators are still trying to figure out how the fire was started.
We're trying to establish what caused it, what ignited it.
The son was taken to the hospital with minor injuries and has not been charged, leaving many neighbors stunned with unanswered questions.
We all just kind of watch out for each other's houses, and this is just weird, something that usually doesn't happen here.
In Bryan, Elizabeth O'Neill, ABC 40 News. Today, students in Calvert watched what could happen to a home being used for illegal drug trafficking. This house is number 14 out of 38 structures to be demolished in 2 weeks by the National Guard.
When you grow up in a community like this and have to live with one of these eyesores right next to you, it not only has an impact on your psyche, but obviously it becomes a problem for the community and law enforcement and potentially the kids themselves.
This abandoned home was demolished in less than a minute, and now all that's left are pieces that the city says symbolizes a step to a safer community.
Citizens of Calvert understand that this is just one step. They got to help us keep it clean. And by doing this, I think that they'll see what we've done and they'll take more pride in the appearance of the town.
It took the city almost 3 years to get this mission accomplished, and they say this is only the beginning.
We're not finished. We're a long way away. We're just at the starting line. We're getting more people asking us more and more as we go around now. Can we have this one? Can we have this one down and done? So, I mean, it's going to be a great thing for Calvert for the future.
Nearly 40 drug homes will be demolished by the end of next week, and who knows how many will be on the list for next year. Ironically, the funds used for the demolition is drug money seized by the government.
Funds that are being used to tear this house down were seized along the Texas-Mexico border from the Gulf Cartel right across from McAllen.
And the Army to come in here and, you know, with their source and with their equipment, we can manage to make a big dent.
Taking down homes, but giving Calvert a chance to take back their streets and revitalize the neighborhood. In Calvert, Elizabeth O'Neill, ABC 40 News.